I am an invisible man. Mrs. Dalloway said she would buy the flowers herself. You are about to begin reading Italo Calvino's new novel. These 3 opening lines from Ralph Ellison's Invisible Man, Virginia Woolf's Mrs. Dalloway, and Italo Calvino's If on a Winter's Night a Traveler each establish a different point of view. Who is telling a story, and from what perspective are some of the most important choices an author makes? Told from a different point of view, a story can transform completely. Take this fairy tale. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, the prince called. Let the prince climbed her tresses into the tower. Rapunzel is typically told like this, with the narrator outside the story. This point of view is called third person. But Rapunzel can also be told by a character in the story, a first-person narrator. The tail end of Rapunzel's locks plopped down at my feet. I grabbed on and began to climb. Ugh, I couldn't untangle myself. Strands came off all over me, sticking to my sweat. In a first-person narrative, the story can change dramatically, depending on which character is the narrator. Say Rapunzel was narrating instead of the prince. I hope he appreciates how long it takes to unbraid 25 feet of hair, I thought. I'll be honest, I thought my scalp would stretch off my skull. Can you climb any faster? I yelled. In second person, the narrator addresses the story to the reader. He calls your name. He wants you to let your hair down. You just finished braiding it, but hey, you don't get a lot of visitors. Third person, first person, and second person perspectives each have unique possibilities and constraints. So how do you choose a point of view for your story? Constraints aren't necessarily a bad thing. They can help focus a story or highlight certain elements. For example, a third-person narrator is necessarily a bit removed from the characters, but that can be good for stories where a feeling of distance is important. A third-person narrator can be either limited, meaning they stick close to one character's thoughts and feelings, or they can be omniscient, able to flit between characters' minds and give the reader more information. A first-person story creates closeness between the reader and the narrator. It's also restricted by the narrator's knowledge. This can create suspense as the reader finds out information along with the character. A first-person narrator doesn't necessarily have to represent the character's experience faithfully. They can be delusional or dishonest. In Kazuo Ishiguro's novel, The Remains of the Day, Stevens, an aging British butler in 1956, recounts his many years of service, but fails to acknowledge the flaws of the man he serves. The cracks in his narrative eventually draw the reader's attention to the under-acknowledged failings of the culture and class system he inhabits. Justin Torres's novel, We the Animals, begins with a plural first-person narrator. We were 6 snatching hands, 6 stomping feet. We were brothers, boys, 3 little kings locked in a feud for more. Partway through the story, the point of view shifts to first-person singular, from we to I, as the boys come of age and one brother feels alienated from the others. Second person is a less common choice. It requires the writer to make the reader suspend disbelief to become another you. Placing the reader in a character's perspective can build urgency and suspense. Sometimes, though, second person is intended to distance the narrator from their own story, rather than bring the reader closer to the story. In these cases, second-person narrators refer to themselves as you rather than I. Writers are constantly experimenting with fresh variations on point of view. New virtual and augmented reality technologies may expand the possibilities for this experimentation. By placing people at a particular vantage point in virtual space,
I will interpret from English to Indonesian that I was not taking. I am an invisible man. Mr. Dalloway said she would buy a flower by herself. You about reading Italo Calvino? novel. 3 kalimat pembukaan dari Ralph Ellison, Invisible Man, Virginia Woolf, Mr. Dalloway, dan Italo Calvino, If on a Winter's Ride, a Traveler, memiliki sudut pandang yang berbeda-beda. Siapa yang mengisahkan cerita ini dan dari perspektif mana adalah pilihan paling penting yang dibuat oleh seorang autor. Berbeda sudut pandang akan membuat cerita bertransformasi secara keseluruhan. Contoh dalam dongeng, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, panggil pangeran, turunkan rambutmu. Rapunzel menguraikan rambutnya dan menjatuhkannya dari jendela. Pangeran memanjat rambut itu menuju menara. Rapunzel dengan tipikal cerita seperti itu, dengan narator yang di luar dari cerita atau sudut pandang orang ketiga. Tapi Rapunzel juga bisa diceritakan dengan karakter yang ada di dalam cerita itu sendiri. Contohnya, ujung rambut Rapunzel jatuh di samping kakiku. Aku memegangnya dan mulai memanjat. Dalam narasi orang pertama, cerita berubah secara dramatis. Tergantung karakter mana yang menjadi narator. Contohnya, aku harap dia menghargai berapa lama yang dibutuhkan untuk mengurai 25 kaki rambutku. Sejujurnya aku pikir kulit kepalaku akan lepas dari tengkorakku. Bisakah kamu memanjat lebih cepat? Aku berteriak. Dalam sudut pandang orang kedua, narator mengalamatkan cerita kepada pembaca. Dia memanggil namamu, dia menginginkanmu untuk menjatuhkan rambutnya. Kamu baru saja mengepang rambutmu, tapi hey, kamu tidak memiliki banyak rambut. Perspektif dari orang ketiga, orang pertama, dan orang kedua masing-masing memiliki kemungkinan dan kendala yang unik. Kendala tidaklah harus sesuatu hal yang buruk. Mereka bisa juga membantumu untuk fokus ke dalam cerita dan menyoroti beberapa elemen. Orang ketiga, mereka menghapus sedikit karakter, tapi itu bisa menjadi hal yang bagus dalam cerita di mana perasaan jarak sangat dibutuhkan. Sudut pandang orang ketiga juga bisa membatasi, maksudnya mereka hanya dekat terhadap satu karakter saja, mulai dari pemikiran dan perasaannya. Atau mereka juga bisa menjadi maha tahu, sehingga mereka masuk ke dalam pemikiran karakter. Hal itu juga membatasi dari pengetahuan narator. Ini bisa membuat sebuah cerita tegang bersama dengan pembaca menemukan informasi bersama-sama dengan si karakter. Sudut pandang orang pertama tidak harus merepresentasikan si pengalaman karakter secara sungguh-sungguh. Itu bisa menjadi delusional dan juga tidak jujur. Dalam Kazuo Ishiguro novel The Remains of the Day, Stephen, seorang pelayan Inggris yang sudah tua pada tahun 1956, menceritakan pelayanannya yang sudah bertahun-tahun tapi gagal menemukan kelemahan orang yang dilayaninya. Celah dari narasi ini menarik perhatian para pembaca tentang pemahaman gagalnya pemahaman budaya dan juga sistem kelas di lingkungannya. Sedangkan Justin Torres' novel We the Animals dimulai dengan narasi orang pertama yang plural. We were six snatching hands, we were six stomping feet, we were brothers, we were boys, we are three little king logs viewed for more. Kemudian sudut pandang cerita bergeser dari orang pertama singular, dari we, kita, ke I, yaitu saya, dengan sejalan dengan anak-anak laki-laki itu semakin tua. Sedangkan satu anak laki-laki merasa terasingkan dari yang lain. Sedangkan sudut pandang orang kedua kurang umum dipilih oleh para penulis.